Hello, this is a video to show you how to use Padlet, particularly all the new features that have been added to Padlet. We've used Padlet in the past as a back channel where students are able to post questions or comments as an activity is going on in the classroom. So an example would be while a movie is playing, if students want to type in questions during the movie, or if they want to make comments of something that they saw in the movie or during the presentation. So there's different ways of using Padlet, but on this one I just want to show you all the different new options that students are able to respond with on a Padlet. So if you don't have an account, you can sign up for free here, and I suggest that you use your Google account. Sign up with Google. I already have mine, so I'm going to go ahead and log in, and I created mine with Google, so I'm going to click login with Google. These are the different Padlets that I already have made, and I just want to show you really quick. We did one at the Tech It Up Tuesday where students were able to, or teachers were able to respond. So this shows some of the different ways that you're able to respond. So there's video, you can upload a picture, you can draw something, or you can just type text. The neat thing about Padlet is that once somebody posts something, you're able to comment on the post. So if you notice here, we have some people who posted as anonymous, some people who posted with their account. I recommend that students create their Padlet accounts and they log in with their Google account, so that way when they do a response to on a Padlet, that their name shows up here. Otherwise, you take the risk of just having an anonymous post, which you don't know who posted it. Usually we ask that the name gets typed in, but if a student chooses not to type in the name, then it will just show up as anonymous. So let me go back and show you how to make a new Padlet. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to click on Make a Padlet. I'm going to choose a template here, and just for this example, I'm going to go ahead and choose a wall. There's a few options that you do want to set up. Of course, you do want to name the Padlet. So I'm just going to say tech example. And you do want to give some instructions on what the Padlet is for, so that the students know what they are posting about. So if you can have a prompt up here, or you can have a picture on here as well. So you can do that ahead of time. You choose a background. And then down at the bottom, what you want to make sure you do is you can change the name of the Padlet. Of course, you can give them this code here, but it's pretty long and crazy with letters and numbers. So if you want to make it simple, I just like to name it the same name as that I did my template up there. So I'm going to call it Tech Sample 2. I have another one. You can turn on reactions if you want to. This would be like liking. You can have them vote. They can give them stars, or they can give them a grade. So I usually leave this one on here. You can also turn on or off comments. So you don't have to let students comment on each other, but that's a neat feature to turn on. You can turn on the profanity filter. And then this is the one that requires them to log in with an account so that we know who is posting. Once you're done with that, you can hit next. And the features that you want to change in here are moderation. This requires that the administrator of the Padlet approve the post before it is actually posted. So I suggest you do that for students, because that lets you check to see what they're posting before it actually goes on there. And then once I click next, I can actually start posting. So to have the students post to this Padlet, you're going to share with them that Padlet link. So you're going to copy the link, and you could send it to them in Google Classroom or Canvas to access the link. So that's how they would get to this Padlet here. Once they are on the Padlet, they can either hit the plus down here to create a new post, or you can also double click on the Padlet and that will bring it up. these are the different options of what you can post, which have these are the new features that have been recently added. So upload, if you already have a file on your computer that you want to upload. An example of this would be a screencast video that was already created by the students, and you want everybody to see this screencasting. You can post them all. Each student is going to go on the Padlet and post that video. Or maybe there's a Google drawing that they've made and you want them to post it on here so that everybody's able to see it. So anything that you already have saved, you're able to upload a link to a URL. So maybe resources that they're collecting for research, they can post a link to that. A Google search, a picture, a video, a voice recording. They can draw something, they can load a map on here. Or this is also a new feature, a Padlet. So if that means that you are able to embed a Padlet within a Padlet. So maybe a group has created a Padlet with different resources, or a Padlet has created a group presentation on a Padlet, and now you want everybody to see them. You're going to post that Padlet on this Padlet. So there's different ways of doing that. So that is a really neat feature. So once something is posted, it'll post on here. You can give it a title, and once it's posted here, other people can add comments if they want to. They can like my post. Only the person who created this post is able to delete the post. So a teacher can go in there and delete the post, or the person who created the post can delete it, but nobody else can go in there and delete it. So that would be the only option. So there's some other different options here. And once you have posted, the student has posted, then the teacher will be able to approve it and it'll show up here. So that is a quick explanation of how to use Padlet. Let me know if you have any questions and I can help you set up a Padlet and show you some of the features.